today we're going to talk about the secret, probably best rune that a lot of you guys are not using. So today I'll hook you up and show you why this is actually potentially the secret best rune combo in the Forge and why you guys should absolutely hop on it. So without further ado, some gameplay here to show what I'm talking about. First, I want you guys to see my base speed right here and just how fast I am moving in comparison to other people. So this is me with just, my armor. This is normal running speed, by the way, of me at least, because of the runes that I'm using. So, okay, time to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna kill these skeletons right here and talk about how this is super useful against this elite death axe skeleton. So you can see this elite death axe skeleton right here and how it's trying to attack me and how it can't because I'm moving so fast that I can get in and out of there while the death axe skeleton is still loading up his animation. The reason why this is so overpowered is exactly because of that reason. You can move in close to attack and move out to dodge the attack. So move in close to attack and then run away to dodge the attack. Move in close to attack, run away, and then attack. It is extremely useful. So the reason why this is better than most other options, I'll actually explain that later. So you guys can see the other guy right there is getting caught. It's because he's kind of slow, right? He's not as fast as I am. So again here, attack me, move backwards, forward, move backwards, forward, attack, move backwards, forward, attack, dash backwards. So it's really nice. I can move out and then attack them, So it's basically you're super fast that during the animation of these enemies that they have, which actually takes a while, you have enough time to mostly just walk back. And then after they attack and they miss you, you're fast enough to move forward and attack them back. So the perfect example of that is right here. I move backwards, attack, move backwards, attack, move backwards, and when it attacks, I will attack like that, which is really great example. Now for the death axe, you can see right here what I'm doing. I attacked it twice and I'm just moving backwards, ensuring that I'm not getting caught. Another example right here, he attacks me, he attacks, I move forward and attack. Right, move forward and attack. See? So as you guys can see right there, I'm able to move back as they are attacking, so I don't get hit as often, and then I can move in to attack them back, which is actually really helpful. And this is something that you can't really do if you're slow. So having a method like this where you can hit and run enemies is super nice. So the reason why this is pretty good too is, especially when they add bosses in the next update, you will be able to utilize that extra speed in order to dodge enemies. So here, I can just move backwards while attacking. Oop. So pretty useful. But this isn't really just useful for, grinding and not getting hits by the enemies. This is also pretty useful because let's say, for example, you want to grind a core, right? This basalt core right here. I'm gonna show you why this is insanely useful actually. So I'm going to let one of these enemies kill me, but I'm going to hit this basalt core right here, right? I'm gonna hit that basalt core right there, and then I'm gonna let the enemy kill me. So watch what's going to happen here as they kill me. Okay, wait, let me just hit this one more time. And then I'm going to die. And I want you guys to see what happens to that basalt core, because this isn't really just useful for, enemies and being faster than enemies. This is also useful for traversal. It makes your life so much easier because you're so much faster, you move so much quicker, and you get back to this area right here so much faster. So you could obviously farm and focus on farming. So that is the ore that I left before I died. And since I move so fast, I can die and get back to the ore without the ore resetting. I am that fast. So it's absolutely insane how fast you are, how fast you can move in between the volcanic rocks as well. So if you're grinding for volcanic rocks, you can move really quickly. Another example here of the Reaper and how much faster I am than the Reaper. I can utilize the Reaper's attack animations, the pause between attack animations, to essentially counter it or beat it. So okay, I moved so fast there. Backwards, attack, backwards, forward. See? So he barely really hit me there, and it didn't really parry that much. All I was doing was moving backwards and forwards. So the reason why this is actually better than the vitality or the dash, length, less dash cooldown is simple. It's mainly because you have a lot more control over your speed. So it's better than dash cooldown and dash length. And then the reason why it's better than vitality is because the vitality runes don't give you enough HP to survive that much more attack. So if you stacked your entire set of armor with vitality runes, it actually wouldn't allow you to survive that much longer. So I tested this, and when I tested it, the vitality runes will allow you to survive for, I think, an extra 1 Reaper shot. So it's better to actually just be so fast that you don't get hit in the first place than relying on vitality runes, right? So what's the point of high health if you only survive for 1 more shot? You might as well just use something that makes you so fast that you don't get hit in the first place. That's exactly the point of this build and this rune. And again, it's not just better for grinding enemies, it's also literally broken for farming as well in general, because you move so fast that you are going to be able to hit these volcanic rocks faster than other players. So another sample here with Reaper. Reaper farming is made super easy with this, by the way, because you're moving so quickly that you can just walk back while hitting and they will just, die essentially and run into your strikes without getting hit. So let me show you the build here now. This is the build that I had to show you. The build consists of certain ores and also a combination of runes. So this is the most important part. I spent the past 7 minutes explaining why it was really good. Now I'm gonna explain why it's actually super duper nice as well. Number one, it's because the ores that are used to craft this is actually really easy to obtain. I think I only used iron ore, then lightite, then mithril, and then either obsidian or uranium, right? Some people use uranium. I actually use uranium because it has a higher multi than obsidian, and also because uranium has the effect of dealing damage as an AoE attack if you're in combat. It's pretty good. It genuinely is pretty good, especially if you're moving backwards and forwards. You can genuinely kill enemies without even touching them because of uranium, right? So you're moving so fast that, you're in combat, you can move so close and move backwards, and uranium will deal a lot of damage to them. So this is exactly the runes that I use. I prioritize iron ore and lightite, and try to get more lightite actually, so that I can have more movement speed. And then for runes, what I use is something simple. I actually only use a rage mark. I use at least 1 rage mark because this is pretty good. And then I ensure that I have swiftness on all of my stuff. So I try to get the highest swiftness as possible because it's genuinely going to affect you if you have so much more movement speed. So this is for my Dark Knight leggings right here, 7 extra movement speed. This one's 9. I think the max is 10. I'm not really too sure what the max is. This one's 6. This one is 7. So yeah, I'm pretty fast because of those runes and also because of the Angel Rays. Now, if you combine the Angel Rays, which gives a 20% movement speed, and also the Lightite ore and the runes, it totals out to a very high movement speed. This is how much faster I am than my base walking speed. So I'm going to remove all my armors, and this one right here is how fast I'm moving without my armor, right? This is how fast I'm moving without my armor, and then this is how fast I am moving with my armor, just so that you guys can know just insanely how big of a difference it makes. Okay, so here, this is my base walking speed, which is almost as fast as my old running speed, as you guys saw earlier. And then this one is my running speed. Yeah, my running speed is so fast, I can outrun demons dashing, right? I tested this actually in a race earlier, and I'm super fast because of this. Again, that's pretty much why it's super useful. You could use it to essentially move out, attack, move backwards, move forwards. You will still get attacked because, you're not, just dashing that much faster. You are dashing a lot, you are moving a lot faster, but you will still get attacked if you're not careful. And also, I want you guys to realize that right now, I don't have the max speed possible. I don't have max lightite buff on some of these armors. So if I had max light height buff on some of these armors, I would be able to have higher movement speed, but I don't. So you could actually make this better. And if I were you, in order to make this better, I would prioritize light height as the base, ensuring that I get the max movement speed from the ore, and then also ensuring that all my runes have swiftness in order for me to move as fast as possible. So yeah, that's why it's the best rune, in my opinion. Not just the best rune, but also the best thing to have in this game. The speed boost that you get is useful in grinding, traversal, and also for farming against the bosses or, NPCs like the Reaper. You move so fast that they just don't get the chance to hit you. This will also be, again, very useful for bosses when they finally add bosses in the next update. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.